Hey G fans, GoGFan93 here, and welcome to the next part of my coverage of this Godzilla game, Godzilla vs. Right now, I am playing Godzilla Heisei in the King of the Monsters mode, or King of Monsters mode, I believe is what it's called. So yeah, this is basically just post commentary of gameplay that I've recorded with the King of Monsters mode. I didn't want to do this in a Let's Play style. I wanted to do this in a post commentary style so that I could kind of give a different take. Now, because I'm not playing it right now, so I'm able to kind of gather my thoughts on each monster and how they play, and just my experience with the game so far. Actually, as I'm recording this, it is now what's today? July the 11th, I believe. Yeah, is it July 11th? Oh, no, never mind. What am I thinking? It's July 21st. Holy crap! I am way behind. My mind is still on G-Fest. Anyways, so yeah, this is recorded on July 21st. You guys are probably seeing this way later. This might not actually be out until August. So, but it's just to show you guys that I've played the crap out of this game since its release. And you guys, you're not seeing the episodes until way later because I've just recorded everything in bulk, just so I could really because I really wanted to play this game a lot, and so I just decided to record everything, while I was still enjoying it. So, but yeah, so I've pretty much beaten all the campaigns. I've gone through every King of Monsters mode, played them all. I've gotten a little bit of a hang on how all the monsters play, but so far Godzilla Heisei, the one that I'm playing right now, or I guess you could call him Godzilla 90s as well. He's definitely the most well-rounded character. He's not too overpowered, but he's not too underpowered. He definitely plays well. He moves fast, but he also is a little bit still slow at the same time. Like I said, he's very well-rounded. Obviously he's the main character of the whole game. He's basically like the mascot of it, and he definitely has the most development, I would say, to him. I mean, obviously he was in the PS3 Japanese version, the original release of this game, and he, obviously, so they had time to do that. I feel like the other monsters were kind of put in there. Some were put in there very rushed, I feel. Others were developed pretty well, but Godzilla 90s, he's the best really in this game, especially for newcomers to the game. You could just see me kicking Mechagodzilla's ass pretty good. One sad thing is we were just on this stage, weren't we? Or no, wait, the first stage was it this stage? I don't know. I just completely forgot what I already just saw. But, it's Godzilla 90s is definitely he's not, well, I would kind of say he is the most fun to play. He's not, like, he's probably the most fun to play, just because you probably get the most game time with him, because you have to play, basically you start as Godzilla. There's no other monster you can play as from the get-go when you first put the game in. You have to play, the onshore or the coming ashore campaign, which is basically the main campaign of the game, where you play as Godzilla. You gotta do all this stuff, and he has the most upgrades. He has, the tail attack, the 180-degree turn, which you can just see right there I'm doing, and it also acts as an attack, which is really nice. It's like if you need to get away from a monster, all you gotta do is do the 180 turn, and it also hits them a little bit, and it gives you a chance to run away. Sadly, the other monsters, I have not seen in any of their upgrades that they have a 180 turn, and some of the monsters desperately need it. Like Anguirus, actually, right now, he would benefit perfectly from a 180-degree turn, but so far I don't see it. I don't know what I did there. I don't know why I turned around and blew my breath. Actually, in this gameplay also, I haven't upgraded Godzilla's breath yet. This was still early on when I was playing the game, but right now, as I'm talking, I have completely upgraded him. When you guys watch the long play, the non-commentary long play of Godzilla, you'll see that I have 3 meters of breath, and I just completely obliterate stuff. It's a really intense long play. Probably the most intense game I've had with this with the campaign. But anyways, still just kicking. Anguirus is a bit of an annoyance too. He definitely loves to block your attacks when it comes to his spiky back. He likes to do the where he just leaps back at you, where he turns his back and he just leaps backwards. He loves to use that. He uses that all the time, and it gets really, really aggravating. Also, because I wanted to use post commentary because I get to use my professional mic rather than that crappy gaming mic that you guys have heard on the Let's Plays. Also, you probably still notice my allergies are still here, so yes, they're not going anywhere. Don't tell me, oh, are you still sick, Goji? Are you still? No, it's just allergies, and it's not going away. I've tried so many different things to like help my nose. You can probably hear me right now. I just tried like some netting pot stuff where you squeeze water up into your nose and it goes back out, but you know, it's killing me, guys. I really wish I could get my normal sounding voice back, but these allergies are really kicking my ass for the past 2 months now. But I these videos need to come out. They need to come out. I don't want to postpone these videos because right now it's, you know, this game is basically the hot stuff right now, and you know, I don't want to be behind where 2 months later I'm doing these videos and everyone's going, yeah, we already know. You know, I want to be there where I can show you guys at least maybe something new that you might not know. So once again, just excuse the stuffy nose. You know, I'm not sick. I'm perfectly fine. It's just allergies. And for those of you with allergies, you can sympathize because this is the first time I've actually had allergies in my life. I've never actually had allergies ever in my life, so this is a completely new thing, and it's really aggravated me. So at first I thought it was a cold, but obviously when I had to go to the doctor 2 times, I might have to go to the doctor a 3rd time to really figure out. I might have to go to a nose specialist or something so that they can really give me something to just cure whatever the hell is going on with me. Mothra was really easy, as you could tell there. I really had a super easy time with her. And so King of the Monsters mode is pretty fun. It gets repetitive. It really does. You know, one of the complaints about this game is that it is a bit repetitive. Excuse me. It's a bit repetitive, but I would say it's not the campaigns I like. The King of Monsters mode, definitely having to marathon through all the monsters and record them and do the post commentary for you guys, that was a bit straining because it did get a bit monotonous having to play every monster, especially when it's monsters that just do not play well at all. I will say, I do want to say that not every King of Monsters mode I'll be victorious. There are some recordings that I do die because I just cannot beat the monster, because some of the monsters are very cheap. Like Mecha King Ghidorah here is probably one of the most OP characters in this game. It is so cheap. When you're like Mothra Larva, you stand no chance against Mecha King Ghidorah. And I guess I'm not sure if they did that on purpose, where they're like, yeah, you know, obviously there are some monsters that just don't stand a chance, like Mothra Larva against Mecha King Ghidorah. Of course Mecha King Ghidorah would win, right? Like if you play Godzilla Destroy All Monsters Melee or Save the Earth or Unleashed, you always have a fighting chance. It just depends on how good the player's skill is, right? Even as Mothra Larva, someone could just beat your ass in Unleashed or Save the Earth. You know, it just depends on the skill level of the player. In this game, it's really the monsters. It just the way that they're designed. Some monsters are so broken that you just can't play as them. Today I also just got finished recording Angus's long play episode for his invasion campaign, and there were some parts where I'm like, man, Angus just does not play well. There's some things where Angus isn't that good, but Godzilla Heisei, though, or Godzilla 90s, he's definitely the most fun to play as. Like I said, most well-rounded. He feels great. We all know it. We all played as him. There's not really anything new I can say about the 90s Godzilla. He just plays really well. All his moves make sense. All of his moves are powerful enough. And also, he can get really overpowered, especially when you upgrade him to max, because then he has all these special abilities that no other monster has, like the 180 turn. He has different breath attacks, like Spiral Breath. He has Minya's Ring Breath attack. He has the what is it called? Like the mist kind of breath, like from 1954 till 1964, I believe. Like that weird. It's not like the beam attack. It's more like a mist kind of attack that he used to have in the Showa series. Oh yeah, and here we go. Here we get to Godzilla 2014, and it was something that I noticed playing King of Monsters. It's not every monster but the majority of monsters you fight Godzilla 2014 as the boss, and I'm not sure if that's done on purpose as like, ooh, every monster gets to take on the new guy, but it gets a little bit repetitive because it's like, okay, like I would like to face maybe Mechagodzilla 2 or Kiryu or Destroya or Space Godzilla as like the final boss. You know, get some monsters in there that are like, I don't know, you know, they're boss types, but I don't want to fight Godzilla 2014 every time I beat, you know, King of the Monsters mode. Also, that attack right there, Godzilla's tail spin attack, that I overuse that attack so much, especially when I fight bosses like this, when I fight very powerful monsters. They're just, I don't know, it's the best attack to, especially when, like, well, you saw in the last one where Mecha King Ghidorah, when I was fighting him, I had to keep on using that spin attack to hit him out of the air. So, yeah, but Godzilla 2014, if you get in close, you gotta go a distance. You gotta go a distance. I don't know what I was saying there. You definitely have to be at a far distance so you don't get owned by him, because he'll wreck you. He will, because he'll do his charge attack. Well, he'll do this, then he'll charge at you. See, like that right there. He does combos like crazy. So definitely when you fight 2014, my best advice is to just use your beam attack against him, because that's honestly the only thing I can figure out to beat him with. So yeah, he is ridiculous. So yeah, you see me running away now because I'm trying to figure out, like, because my screen just turned red, and that's the thing that I thought of with this game is I've learned that you don't upgrade your health all the way, or like you don't heal all the way. There'll be a certain point where your character, the red screen will pop in a lot quicker. As you can see there, it's popped in a lot quicker. So your health actually doesn't really go back to full if you don't get hit for a long period of time. I think your health has this like point where it says, okay, well, and I think that's what keeps. I think that's what keeps the game fair from being like, you know, where Godzilla just can go through anybody if he just doesn't get hit. So. And there we go, just killed 2014. So that'll do it for this first episode of the King of Monsters post-commentary video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and that's it. Stay big, G fans.